Hi and welcome everyone. It's Lisa here from This Calls for Confetti. Today I'm walking you through our brand new December 1st release, a fun mix of coffee, bananas, and a creative tool designed to spark inspiration the moment you sit down to craft. I'll be showing you the products up close, sharing features you might miss at first glance, and giving you project ideas you can try right away. Let's begin the release lineup with something truly special for our coffee-loving crafters. This is Freshly Filtered, our brand new 4x6 layering stamp set. And like all our stamp sets here at This Calls for Confetti, it's proudly made in the USA. Now, what makes this set stand out right away is the way it looks. The mixed fonts and sleek artwork feel fresh, modern, and timeless. And these are not your traditional coffee cup illustrations. They're designed with clean lines, elegant shapes, and a graphic style that fits beautifully into contemporary card making. Let's talk about the layering. Layering stamps can sometimes feel intimidating, but we kept these super simple for you, and it's incredibly satisfying to stamp that second layer. So you're going to stamp your modern coffee image with the mixed font sentiment on it, and then use the coordinating filter shape to add color to your cards. Stamping them in this order gives you those gorgeous coffee house inspired images that look like something right off of a menu board. And when we move into these samples that I'm sharing with you right now, you'll see just how beautifully these images work on their own or paired together. They create clean, modern card fronts with almost no effort. And for those of you who already love the coffee products in your stash, like our daily grind, this set blends right in. The scale is intentionally designed to fit perfectly inside our new Pen and Plan die. You're going to see that shortly. It's easy to build little themed panels and a latte-inspired mood board. Freshly Filtered gives you all the tools you need to create warm, comforting, coffee-themed cards with that crisp, modern edge we know you love. Now let's take a look at Filtered Thoughts, our 4x6 coffee-themed sentiment stamp set, and one that holds a really special place in this release. All of our stamps are proudly made in the USA, like I mentioned earlier. And with this set, we wanted to offer something that felt thoughtful, sincere, and genuinely useful for everyday card making. And when we were designing Filtered Thoughts, we spent a lot of time thinking about what we as card makers often reach for, especially when it comes to coffee-themed projects. And we realized there was a real opportunity to bring something fresh to the table. Now you'll notice right away that this set is filled with a mix of short, mid-length, and longer greetings. That was intentional. We wanted to give you flexibility, a little something for card fronts, something for inside of your cards, and sentiments that can stand alone with just a simple stamped image or pair beautifully with more layered, detailed designs. What really makes Filtered Thoughts unique is the tone of these messages. Many of these greetings are new to the paper crafting world. We simply felt there was a gap for sentiments that felt warm and heartfelt, the kind of sayings you would actually send to a friend who loves their morning coffee ritual, or to someone who might just need a little comfort, encouragement, or a smile to brighten their day. These sentiments that go beyond cute and lean into connection, messages that pair beautifully not only with Freshly Filtered, but also with your existing coffee sets like our daily grind and everything you already have in your stash. Now, whether you're making a simple, clean card with one stamped image or a full layered coffee-themed design, Filtered Thoughts gives you more ways to bring warmth, kindness, and creativity into your crafting, one cup at a time. And now let's talk about something I'm incredibly excited about, the Pen and Plan die. This is more than just a die, it's a true creative tool. It's designed for card makers, planners, journalers, scrapbookers, and anyone who loves experimenting with ideas and playing with color and composition. Now the die creates an A2 size panel with tiny frames and pockets that act like your own personal mood board. On days when inspiration feels low, this die helps you spark ideas. You can sample color palettes, mix and match stamped images, try different textures, or map out themes before committing to a full project. It's also fantastic for the eclipse technique. You can take a stamped background, an ink blended panel, or your favorite pattern paper, run it through with the pen and plan die, and then reassemble the pieces to get that subtle dimensional lift. It gives your background a clean, artistic finish that feels polished and intentional. And this die is just the beginning. We already have future plans to expand this concept with additional stamp sets and more dies that will work with the pen and plan system. And if you all show us that this is a tool you love using, we plan to start including little coordinating pieces and future stamp sets to make working with it even more fun and creative. So whether you're planning scrapbook layouts, building journaling spreads, experimenting with products, or creating a beautiful card front, this die is designed to grow with your creativity. Its real magic is how it helps you explore. Now, before we dive into the next product, I want to remind you to hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on new content coming to the channel. Now we're moving into something playful and full of personality, our Bananas About You 4x6 stamp set. As you can see, this set is absolutely packed with fun. You get the large banana bunch, the single banana peel, the little accent trio with the banana slices, and then all those wonderful pun-filled sentiments that crafters love. Every sentiment in this set leans into wordplay because let's be honest, we know crafters are all about the wordplay. From I pilly miss you and I hope you peel better soon to let's never split, you are very appealing, and even in banana years, you'd be banana bread. This set brings humor, charm, and a little bit of sass to your cards. Now let's take a look at the coordinating dies. Along with the dies that cut the banana bunch, the peel, and the small accents, we included 2 sentiment strip dies. These are clean, simple strips that fit the sentiments in this set perfectly, but don't stop there. You'll find yourself using these strips with tons of other sentiment sets in your stash. They're the kind of dies that become instant staples because they work with everything. Now, once you start looking at the samples I've created, you'll see just how playful and expressive this set can be. You can build entire scenes with the bananas, create simple one-layer cards with a single image and a punny sentiment, or go all in with bright blends and dimensional pieces. No matter how you use it, Bananas About You adds that cheerful, lighthearted vibe that just makes people smile. Now that's bringing us to our final product in this release, the Peel Good Layering Stencil and Die Bundle. And this one is truly a joy to create with. I'll start by showing you what this looks like when you receive it in your craft room. It comes fully packaged with the stencil set and coordinating die. I'm going to lay out each piece so you see exactly how this works. Once the stencils are out of the packaging, you'll notice right away that each one has some etching on it, an A2 card size outline. Also, you're going to notice there are registration marks along the edges, and I'll talk more about those in just a moment because they're very important. So this bundle includes 4 stencil layers, each designed for effortless blending and perfect results every time. This stencil number 1, the banana layer. This is your base layer where the full banana shapes are built. This is where your main color goes. So grab your yellow inks and start blending. Or, hey, who says they can't be brown, pink, green, whatever you choose, have fun with it. Stencil number 2. This is the heart layer or their little eyes. These add the sweetest personality to each of the bananas. They're tiny hearts. You can use this for creating backgrounds for your cards. So you're just going to do some quick ink blending on a card base with your favorite inks, and you're just going to move that stencil around until you have your card base covered with hearts. And then you could layer your bananas on top of it, or just use the heart stencil on its own to create a quick Valentine card. So you have lots of choices with this set. That's going to take us into stencil number 3. This is the banana details. You're going to get layers of shading, the curved lines. This is what makes your bananas feel like they're dimensional and hand-drawn. There's even a cute little mouth on there. Now you can pick and choose on there what you want to stencil onto your bananas. If you don't want the mouths, just don't ink over them, right? This is stencil number 4. the leaves. Now, you don't have to use this stencil if you don't want to, but this final stencil adds all that leafy accent. It also helps create balance, and it helps finish the design, make it feel a little bit more complete. Now, you just saw I showed you the die set that's with this. I'm in love with this die, and we'll talk about that in just a few minutes. But let's talk about these registration marks. Every stencil has that same mark, registration marks in the same location. And when you use them consistently, the coordinating die will line up perfectly. So these registration marks are your guide. Think of them as little alignment anchors that ensure your layers stay in the correct place from start to finish. Now let's look at this coordinating die that's included in the bundle. One of my favorite features of this die, you can see straight through it. That open design makes it incredibly easy to line up over your finished stenciled image, no guessing or struggling to find the edges. Another big benefit, this die cuts all the pieces out in one single pass. So you stencil once, you align once, and the entire cluster cuts out together. It's quick, it's clean, and it makes the whole process feel smooth and satisfying. So when you look at the finished samples I have here for you, you'll see how beautifully the stencils and die work together. The soft shading, the sweet details, the dimensional leaves, and that perfect cluster shape that makes the bananas the star of the project. Whether you pair it with our Bananas About You stamp set or use it on its own, the bundle gives you a finished look that feels polished, lively, and full of personality. I do want to take a second to share a little bit about these projects that I'm showing you. Here, you're going to get the feel for the Chiquita Bananas label because I use that as my inspiration. The blue eyes are like the label on the yellow bananas, and the green goes beautifully with it. This is I Miss You card. I love how I stacked that I Really Miss You on top of the XOXO die cut sentiment. That's from a Valentine's set we did last year. You may already have that one in your craft stash. So here I used our plaid builder stencil. Some of you may already have that. I did the background in teals because I think this is a great color combo together. And I took a piece of craft cardstock, crumbled it up, wet it, crumbled it up again, and I just kept messing with it to make it look like an old grocery bag. I went over it with distress inks and browns, and then I just ripped along the edges of it, just something to make those bananas pop up off of that white just a little bit more. I think it plays great with the in banana years, you'd be banana bread. Did a little bit of splatter with that. Same as this here. This is all the pieces from the stencil set that have been die cut out. The leaves, the hearts, the bananas. I also want to mention that once you go in and you add these tiny little beads to the eyes, it really does bring these little guys to life. They're just so much fun. So I've used brown pearls, antique gold pearls. I even used our black raven beads on this. And you can see the difference there in this sample that those beads really do give these little bananas life. Also, I wanted to share with you how you don't have to use all of the stencils. If you just want to work with the bananas, you most certainly can do that. Now, this pink card here, I love the way that it looks with the yellow and the pink. It's such a great combo. And the background is just a die cut piece of paper with white splatters. And then I did my stenciling with the whole stencil and then die cut it out and layered those up. But on this middle card, you can see I didn't use all the pieces. I didn't use the accent heart or the leaves on my card. I just used the bananas, paired two of them together to create my focal point. Also the same over here on this next sample, you can see that I didn't use the leaves or the heart accent. I just used all the bananas. So you have lots of options with this set. You don't have to use it with the leaves or that accent heart, but you can if you choose to. This goes great with our Bananas About You stamp set. I'm loving this. It gives me such memories from vintage Valentines that we used to get in elementary school that would have the bananas on those little Valentine cards. I used to love those so much. And these bananas just took me right back to elementary school, sitting in my elementary classroom, getting my Valentines and seeing the bananas on those. It was so much fun. So that's going to wrap us up for this release. I hope you enjoyed all the products that I've shared with you today. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today, taking a look at our December 1st release. I hope these new bananas, coffee sets, stencils, and that pen and plan die spark ideas and bring a little extra joy to your craft table. If you'd like to shop the release, you can find everything over at thiscallsforconfetti.com. I have that link below so it's easy to find. And if you create with any of these new goodies, please tag us. Seeing your creativity is one of my favorite parts of this community. From our craft rooms to yours, thank you for supporting our small business and for being a part of everything we're building here. Until next time, craft happy, sparkle often, and I'll see you in the next video.